Okay, my little fucking crazy social media bastards. I can imagine you tomorrow going, hashtag go fuck your mother, SEC. Like, you don't gotta do that. All right? You don't. It's gonna be some fun stuff. I had to literally I had to pull myself aside because Benito and I was gonna talk about Mad Mike, one more, because Mikey, unfortunately, yeah, I'll do Mac out tomorrow, but I gotta share this other story with Mikey and Benito. It's more really like it started out me and Benito, but Mikey was the victim. So I'll explain what it is. Okay, it's in Lou. This is supposed to be Lou versus Wall Street. Well, guess what, motherfucker? In the street, we're the most wicked, diabolical. Back in those days, I don't know what they are. So sorry now. Now everybody's on their phone, don't got time, whatever. From what I'm hearing. Oh, and for people to say, Lou, the Gatorade has too much sugar. I know that. That's why I take half of it and replace it with water to dilute it. And the reason I do that is because when you have the injury up here, sometimes water in New York with the chlorine taste is like, yeah, that sets you off. Then you say, well, drink bottled water. Then it has that plastic fucking weird taste. So at least with this, I can kind of offset it, cut the sugar down. So it's only a couple of calories, you just attack it. So, yeah, fucking craziness. But when this happens up here, even taste changes. It's really fucking crazy, like for real. But fuck all that stuff. Soon that's gonna be all behind us, especially for me. All right, tonight's second night chat 2 story is Benito the dog breeder. Let's start. Okay, when we were younger, we came up poor in the streets, whatever. No big deal. There's no shame in poverty. There's only shame in staying in poverty. That's my thing. So, me and Benny one day discussing potential operations for business. Because Mikey's a little younger, so that's now you know the hierarchy, okay? So one day, me and Benny is just talking about numbers and business and stuff, and we had a friend of ours that his father, had a business in the neighborhood and stuff like that. No big deal, cool cat, whatever. And he told me that his father just bought this Rottweiler, this dog, this big fucking dog. But it wasn't big; it was a puppy. But it was, we knew what it was going to become. And we were talking like, wow, that's a crazy dog, He's like, yeah, my father paid like $500 for this puppy back then. And Benny was like, $500 for the fucking puppy? What the fuck is that puppy gonna fucking do? Rescue people? So anyway, the father explained, no, this is a pure breed, so and so and so. We bought the puppy from this person. This person has a pure breed female Rottweiler, and that's the dog, whatever, whatever. So Benny, he put that in the mental files of business operations. A couple of months go by. It must have been like 3 months. Yeah, it's like 3 months, a couple of months. Benny comes up with an idea. He's like, listen, man, I'm gonna become a dog breeder. Like, the fuck is a dog breeder? Like, I had no fucking, this is before Google. Okay, it's like, and what does a dog breeder do? He was looking around and asking, and he found out there was somebody that had a female Rottweiler, one of these big fucking yoked out dogs, on 103rd Street. Okay, and he was looking for another Rottweiler to breed so they can have puppies. So Benito struck a deal. He said, listen, I'll find you the male Rottweiler and then we cut into the puppy sales type deal. So Benito was technically the first, I guess, serial puppy dealer or whatever. That's not what's funny, because that's admirable. What's funny is when he told me, I know where the male is at. So I'm like, okay, what do you gotta do? You gotta fucking tell the owner to meet this. He goes, nah, I don't know the owner. So how you gonna borrow his dog? He said, look, all I need is his dog for like about half an hour. I was like, what the fuck you mean you don't know him and you're gonna borrow his dog for half an hour? He's like, look, when that dog sees that dog, they're gonna talk dog stuff together and they're gonna have sex and they're gonna make puppies. What else are they gonna do? They're gonna read the newspaper? So the fucking male dog was on 93rd Street and it belonged to, I guess, the superintendent of the building. He had the male dog in the backyard as like a security, and it was next to Junior High School 118, Joan of Arc, and I actually went to that high school, junior high school. So that dog was there. It was a ferocious motherfucking dog. Used to walk by the gate because if the kids had to walk down this fucking, fact check me motherfuckers if you went to Joan of Arc. Remember that fucking hallway pathway outside the side of the school to enter the school? On one side of the school and the other side there was a vicious monster dog. Well, that's the dog. So Benny figured it out. He found the male. It was a big-headed, strong male. We'll make good puppies with the other one. One little problem. Benny had to get that dog to 103rd Street. So how do you do this? So Benny devised his fucking plan. He says, look, it's no problem. Out of his fucking pocket, he takes out a fucking bunch of pills. And he says, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm like, what the fuck are you going to do to the dog? He says, no, listen, we got to go get some hamburger meat. Then he devised a plan. He was going to put some sleeping pills in some hamburger meat and make some fucking meatballs. Fucking throw him over the fucking fence. So anyway, man, listen, for the fuck of it, I said, fuck it, let me just do it. There was nothing happening that week in the neighborhood anyway. So me and fucking Benito just fucking made a plan. All right, tomorrow we're gonna go in the afternoon. We're gonna dope that fucking dog the fuck up. And sure enough, we went, we got the hamburger meat. We got this giant duffel bag to put the dog in. What do you think we're gonna do? Walk him on a leash? Fucking Benny took his father's fucking Marine Corps duffel bag, the green one, the sailor's bag, and he said, boy, when this fucking dog is knocked out, we're gonna shove him in there head first. He even made holes for the dog to breathe. So we go there. It was like a Tuesday afternoon, and the fucking dog was losing his mind, fucking going crazy. And fucking Benny's just fucking throwing those fucking meatballs in this stuff with those fucking blue pills. And the fucking dog is eating them and he's angry. But after a while, he was like, woof, woof. He's fucking doped up. This fucking dog, Benny hit him with like 52,000 milligrams of fucking go to sleep. This is what he did the next one. Benny, you're gonna go to hell for this one. Just when you thought the dog has been drugged up to the point where that dog cannot be drugged up, Benny takes a bottle of NyQuil out. And the dog is he fucking NyQuil the dog. The fucking dog. And we waited for about an hour and 20 minutes. That dog was like that. Yo, my fucking ball just trembling. So, the moment the fucking truth comes, this fucking dog is like, and fucking knocked out. So by this time, Mikey's already joined us. And he's like, what the fuck is this? You motherfuckers are gonna actually do this? And after Benny spent money on a bottle of NyQuil and a hamburger meat and some sleeping pills that I don't know where he got, it was on. So when that dog was asleep, me and Benny went over the fence. His fucking dog was huge. We thought that fucking dog was big from our side. But when you're trying to move his head in a fucking duffel bag, it was like a fucking head. Like if this is my head, his fucking head was like this. Just had a, oh my God. And we're moving him. He's like, he's fucking sleeping, but alive. He's like alive and twitching. So all of a sudden we shove him in. But his back feet are fucking sticking out. His fucking back paws like they just, because the duffel bag, it just to a certain point it doesn't do it. Okay, so the fucking back paws this. We fucking climb the fence. I fucking lift this duffel bag to Benny. Benny takes his duffel bag and fucking he throws it down to Mikey. That fucking dog fucking hits him like a fucking brick. So Mikey and the fucking dog are like that, striker pose. They're fucking on the ground. They're both sleeping because that fucking dog, Mikey told me a couple of days later that he just saw white. He just saw like complete white. For you motherfuckers that ever got knocked out, you know that white, that fucking you think Jesus is gonna show up? That shit was hilarious. But either way, we jump over the fence. We got the dog. This is a heavy fucking dog. So here we are, 3 fucking momos, 3 fucking kids. We're carrying this dog like a fucking log, like a bag, like a lot, because it was heavy. And we're walking. So we knew we couldn't walk to 103rd Street. It was just impossible. So that's when Benny came up with the idea, let's just take the subway. Watch, this is gonna get better. So we go to 93rd Street. There's a subway station right there by the church, right on Broadway. It's the 1 train. So we go downstairs. We fucking put back then was tokens. And we go to the fucking side and we go to the number 1 Uptown train because it stops on 103rd. So it's 96. No, was it 93rd? The 93rd entrance was 96, 103rd. No big deal. It was a good setup. So we were down there waiting for the train to come. We couldn't take the express train because that goes up to the Bronx, and we were going 103rd, so we had to wait and wait and wait. And we're there with the fucking duffel bag with the dog with the paw sticking out. And I remember this lady was walking by, and Benny just kicked the paws out of the way, like the camouflage the paws. She's like looking at him like, what the fuck is this guy's doing? Anyway, the number 1 train finally comes up. So the door open, we got this duffel bag, and give it a hee-ho in there. This fucking dog is in there. Now we're sitting in the back of the train. Okay, there's 2 seats there. So right there, I got me and Mikey, we're like sitting down with the fucking dog like on our laps. And fucking the legs, the fucking hoofs, whatever you call them, the paws, they're sticking out to the back. And Benito, he's like giving us camouflage, like blocking. And everything was going good. We were fucking doing great until something started happening. The dog started twitching and making sound like, our fucking hearts just left. Our fucking hearts disappeared. Let me tell you something. We were in that train and I heard, and the fucking bag started to fucking shake, like fucking violently. So at that moment, we all looked at each other. And we just said, fuck it. This motherfucker's waking up. It's a passenger. This car's full of fucking passengers. It's full of fucking passengers. And they don't know. What are we gonna do? Hey, run! The monster's waking up. What are we gonna say? Nobody will believe us. So we leave the fucking dog with the duffel bag on that side, and we walk to the other side of the train, praying to God that 103rd Street fucking comes fast. Because from the distance, we can see the duffel bags, the fucking duffel bag is moving, and you start to hear, we're like this, oh shit. All of a sudden, that fucking monster emerged out of that green duffel bag, all fucked up with his tongue out, fucking crazy, barking, running all over the place. And he ran right towards us at the other side. Not that he knew us, but like he just tried to like run in a straight line. And the funny thing is that the dog jumped on Mike. Well, technically speaking, Benito put Mike in front of him. Remember when Mike let that scream out when he took the lady's finger off? It was like that. The dog was so fucked up. He was trying to like bite and bark, but his bark was like, "Gah, gah." So Mike is screaming, get the fuck off me. Fucking people are running for their lives, but in New York City trains, they don't open the doors. Once everything is closed, you're stuck to the next station. Fucking Mike is fighting. The dog has a paw on his face. People are screaming, call the police. I was like, yeah, call the police. Shoot this motherfucker. So all of a sudden, when 103rd Street fucking happened, fucking Benny grabs his fucking dog and he ogres that fucking dog to the other side of the train. That dog landed on two fucking Mexican guys and they have no idea what hit them. It was like a flying dog. It fucking landed on them. And we fucking ran for our lives. All we heard in the fucking distance was, oh my God, he bit somebody, he's biting somebody. I don't know what he was doing, but it was gonna be us. We were up on Broadway running towards Amsterdam. We ran into our fucking brothers and sisters and the whole thing. And we were like, what's going on? Listen, there's a dog, he's running after us. And they were like, what are you talking about? I shit you not. That dog made it up to the fucking street. That dog made it up to Amsterdam and 103rd Street. And we could see that motherfucker just walking around. It's okay, no problem. The dog wasn't killed or nothing like that. The dog was taken care of, okay? It was returned back. 3 days later, it was back in the yard. It wasn't hurt. But Benito's idea of taking the dog and mating him, I think years later, I told him, what were you thinking about? You thought it was like eHarmony for fucking Rottweilers? Fucking stupid. I love you, motherfucker, but that was the Benito the dog breeder. So, fucking the paws were outside like that. Oh my God. Love you, motherfuckers. Good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Melania, don't buy a Rottweiler.